Now guys, in today's video, we're going to be pulling back the curtain on how we make some of our specialty items. In addition to that, we saw you guys in the comment section, but we have so many questions on how do you do this? How do you do that? Let's just show you all today in this video. Let's get started. Now to make a pre-cut, regardless if it's a Vegas strip, layer cake, charm pack, doesn't matter. It's all the same process. So what you need is a table that extends forever. You're going to need some kind of industrial cutter. There's a million of these out there, guys. This is the one that we like because it's cordless. And then what we do is we lay these down. You gotta make sure that we're nice and precise now because this is how the industry works. Then we're gonna roll out this bolt. Now, all pre-cuts, if you ever look at the back of a pre-cut, there's always a little piece of paper in the back and everyone's like, why do we have that? It's transfer paper so that we can pick up these rolls and move them to the machine. They call it transfer paper. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna line up my top edge here. I'm gonna run this all the way down here. We're gonna double check this and triple check this a million times over. But what we're gonna do is cut this into a smaller piece of fabric because the machines just aren't infinite. You can't just cut, 15 yards. So I'm gonna cut this off to be about 50 something inches. I can't remember the measurement off the top of my head. And then it's gonna look just like this. We're gonna pick them up using our transfer paper and we're going to throw it on top of here and take it on over to the machine. So now we're here with an industrial pre-cut machine here. We're going to go ahead and throw these onto our cutting mat here. The machine's only going to cut straight, right? It only cuts straight lines. We have to make sure it's straight on the mat. So we're going to throw a bunch of these down, then we're going to cut. So now that we have it on the machine itself, we're going to stand back and we're going to let the machine do its thing. We're cutting some Vegas strips right now. It's the same process, 5-inch squares, 10-inch squares, 2.5-inch strips, all the same process. Let's see this thing zip. Now guys, we waste nothing here at Soya. We're not a wasteful company. So these pieces here, we will turn into our garland kits. That way you can make your own kind of garlands. It's super, super cute. These pieces here are pretty small. If we can make garland kits out of them, we're going to. Or there's a lot of things, dog stuffing, beds, things like that we can do with this. So we keep those. Now we're going to pick up these, which are now Vegas strips at this point. And I've got two different ones here. So I've got 2 stacks of them. And then we're going to move them into production where we actually start shrink wrapping them and laying them out. Let me show you that. So now at this point, I've got my Vegas strips that are all been cut. I put them into this little thing. This is a homemade thing, nothing too fancy. It's just the right width for what we do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scallop my edge, meaning I'm going to take these fabrics and I'm going to get them all nice and neat inside my box. So you can see how I'm scalloping off this edge here. Once I have that scalloped edge, all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it around itself. Now, I've got one here. I made myself a really nice scalloped edge here. And then also, we like to add a little bit of cardboard into them. I just feel like they make them so they're not so flimsy. And then we go ahead to the shrink wrap machine. Shrink wrap machine is pretty easy. Let's not forget our Soya sticker. And we're going to push this off. Normal shrink wrap machine here. And then into the conveyor belt. Now, the reality is, guys, any form of scalloped edge has to be done by hand. There's no way to do it without it. So these ones are all done here. Ooh, look at that. And then you have yourself a beautiful Vegas strip. But like I was saying, anything with a scalloped edge has to be done by hand. There's not a machine that does it for us. Even the ones from Moda, from Riley Blake, it doesn't matter who it is, it has to be done by hand. There's no machinery that's doing this today. Hopefully one day that will have it. Now, on that same note, you see the stickers, you see the bags, you see all this other stuff that we're producing. We're in the same area as that, so we might as well head over there and show you what we're doing. Okay. Now, a lot of you out there have seen our amazing waterproof canvas bags. We've got boxy bags, taco pouches, tub totes, a whole selection of different kind of bags. The reality is that we've kind of morphed a standard machine into a waterproof canvas machine. So we'll walk over to this printer here, which is the machine that we kind of morphed into what we need it to be. So these machines are constantly printing out the bags, they print out stickers, they print out so many different things, and or you got a machine like this that's printing out all of our new clear vinyls. They're constantly in production, that way we can hopefully bring out new bag products, new supply products every single day of the week. But on top of that, they kind of go into each other a little bit here. So we walk back over to this printer here. One's printing stickers. That way we can have our Vegas strips look pretty. Like this one right here is printing all of our Teancum's custom jelly roll stickers currently. And in lots of ways, it helps out another department as well, which is the kitting department. So let's go over there next. So the kitting department, it's not a big department. And what I mean by that, you don't need ample amounts of space to do kitting. Quite honestly, this is kind of multi-purpose space. They do kitting here, they do pre-cut cutting here, they do a lot of different things here. Because in reality, if you're cutting kits or cutting pre-cuts, you're still cutting stuff, right? But long story short, they're gonna stack up what they need, like you see here, all these beautiful boutiques here. They're gonna stack up what they need, take that same cutter that I just showed you guys a little bit ago, which they're amazing, and they're gonna zip out the appropriate yardage based off the thing that they're making that day. Like, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. This won't even be out yet. Everyone loves the yellow brick road pattern. It's one of the most common and most basic patterns out there that we all know and love. Now, right here is where we fold a lot of our kits. Most people aren't familiar with this product yet, and you can find it on soyaquilting.com. This is quilting cuddle. So it's minky fabric, essentially, cuddle fabric, that is easier to sew with, has less of a shedding, and you actually make the quilt top, not the backing, the quilt top out of the product, and then you back it in minky, so it's 100% minky quilt. So we've gone ahead and cut hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fat quarters that she's folding up right now. Once they're folded up, we're gonna put them in a baggie, slap the pattern in there, and then hopefully be able to sell it to you guys at a phenomenal price. But additionally, one thing that we like to add, one of our sew-in labels. That way, if you guys want to use it for one of your projects, you can, or if you want to put it in the project that you purchased, you can do that as well. So this department here is kind of running non-stop between cutting the pre-cuts, and a lot of times we cut those pre-cuts and put them directly into a kit, right? They all go hand in hand with each other as we are building here at Soya Quilting. But along with that, is that nothing's really fancy when it comes to manufacturing. We get this question all the time of how do you do this or how do you do that? And a lot of times, because we're a quilt store, we want to show the pretty side of our industry versus the manufacturing side of our industry. So the whole purpose of this video today is to kind of pull back the curtain on that of, we've got a 8-foot folding table. This is something that we pulled off a different cabinet. We really like it because it gives us like multi-tiering. You just start folding. Fold as fast as you can to try to get these quilts made or these quilt kits made. That way you guys can enjoy them. And as technology gets better, now we have, you know, these amazing electric scissors, amazing, you know, cordless rotary cutters. It just makes the industry better as a whole. But these two departments, the pre-cut making and kitting, kind of go hand in hand, but there's no really secret sauce to it. So let's move over to a different piece of equipment, or a different department actually, that produces things for not only the bag making department, but also for the quilt kitting department as well. Let's head over there. Right. Now guys, we're at the laser machine here. The laser machine cuts a lot of our templates. And our templates we use heavily in our bag making area, right? Because if you're cutting out odd shapes, it's nice to have a template that you can just rip through and it be done. But we also do a lot of appliques that we put in our kits. We also do a lot of templates just specifically for kits. Lots of different usage there. So let's go ahead and rip out a template for something. Think of the views. I know, I am thinking about the views. This is where TM loses it.
Happy, 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 happy. Today's gonna be a great day.
It is gonna be a great day. It's the day TM lost it. Programmed it all up. It's time to send this thing. I think it's this button. I'm just kidding, guys. I know it's this button. So now this is gonna take, I don't know, like 20 minutes, but it's gonna zip out all of our templates that we need for some orders that we need for our taco pouches, which is super cool. So guys, now that it's cut everything out, engraved everything, all those kinds of things, but now we're gonna just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a cloth and shine this thing up, and then this will be ready to go. Now, two different options here. It's gonna be sold alongside our bags. That way you have an easy template to work with, or maybe it was something else. Maybe it was an applique or whatever it may be, and it's gonna go into a quilt kit. So many different things are gonna happen alongside this machine, but I'm gonna be honest with everyone. Because of how fast and how much it produces, like just now this was like what, 20 minutes, and it produced 20 something of these. The reality is that this machine's not going all the time. It's per project. But now that we're at this stage here, guys, we've shown you how we cut our pre-cuts, how we're cutting our kits, how we're cutting our templates. Let's see kind of how that all actually goes together in the final product. Let's come over here. So now we're here at sample making. So the kits have been made, the pre-cuts have been made, The templates have been made. Now it's time to actually sew them so that we can show you guys how beautiful these projects are going to be. In this room right now, there are 5 different samples being made, whether they're quilt kits, bags, whatever it may be, and they're absolutely stunning. Let me show you one too that we saw just a few minutes ago as we were making the kit. Let's show you the actual finished product here, over here. And obviously, long arm department has to go hand in hand with that. We gotta finish our quilts. But if you guys remember me talking about that yellow brick road pattern, the quilt top was just finished from that quilting minky, which is absolutely amazing here. Let me go ahead and hold this thing up. Kit's being finished off, sample has been finished. You can go long arming to be 100% finished. And we have this amazing kind of a one-of-one type quilt, meaning that we've selected the fabrics, we've selected the pattern, we've actually gone ahead and cut these all down to a pre-cut fat quarter, put them in the kits, arranged all that so that in the end we have the final piece, which I'm going to show you right now. You guys got to see a lot of what we do behind the scenes, but additionally kind of the process in itself for the sole purpose to make a quilt just like the one that you see behind us. Now, it takes way more than just one person to do all the work that is required to make a quilt sample, right? They all play a crucial role in making up just that one sample that you see in a quilt store. And guys, if you like videos like this, make sure you check out that membership link in the description below. And while you're down there, check out soyaquilting.com. We spend a lot of time to produce new things for you guys every single week, not only videos, but kits, fabrics, and so much more that you can check out at soyaquilting.com. And let us know down in the comment section what our next video idea should be, or what questions that you have. That way we can continue to show you guys how amazing this industry is. And with that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.